Okay, gang, this is going to be a really quick video on mirror stamping. What is mirror stamping? Mirror stamping is when you stamp a stamp, but you want it to come out the opposite way. So what I have here is a piece of Nina Solar white paper cut down to 5 3/4. And as you can see, I've masked off a small rectangle there, and I've used a number of distress inks to fill it in. So I've used tumbled glass, peacock feathers, and mermaid lagoon. So I just put those in, and then I stamped a little piece of coral from Creative Vision Stamps, which is this guy here. So it's just some foliage, some undersea foliage. And I have the large Creative Vision Stamp seahorse, which you've seen me make a card with, and I now have the small seahorse. The problem is they're both facing the same direction. They're both facing to the left. And when I made this card design, I had wanted the seahorse to stamp to the right. So how are we going to get that done? So what I have here is a clear stamping block, and on top of that clear stamping block is a large photopolymer block. Now you can use a jelly plate. You can use a stamp that's larger, the back side of the stamp, as long as the surface area is clear. And you want to clean that off, so I'm just going to spray some cleaner and wipe it down, make sure that there's nothing on there. And I'm going to be using Distress Oxide inks because I feel like they give you a little bit more time for stamping. This stamping block, by the way, I got from My Favorite Things. Mirror Image Stamp, it's called. Okay? And you can see that's the size of it there. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp up or ink up this stamp with Distress Oxide Wilted Violet Distress Oxide inks. Now, if I would just go and stamp this down, then the seahorse would be facing to the left, and I want it to face to the right. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp him down on the mirror image block. And you don't want to wiggle or move the stamp around. You just want to go straight down and up with it. And now you can see that he has transferred his image. So now when we stamp it down, it will be the reverse image. So I'm just going to line him up here where I want him. Now, what I found is the reverse image is not as crisp as the primary image. And that's because, again, we're taking a stamp of it. So you're taking second generation of it. So I give that a second to transfer. Now here, it didn't transfer all the way. So a couple things we can do. And that's probably because I'm not using a stamping mat underneath. And this is, we're not going to freak out. We're going to wipe the stamp off. Okay, I'm a little bit freaking out right now, but I know I can fix it. So we're going to clean this up. I'm going to re-ink it. Alright, this time I'm going to take a little piece of styrofoam, which I have here. And I'm going to put that underneath my paper. Okay, so we're going to put a little piece of styrofoam there to give it some give. And again, we're going to stamp it on the block. Okay, so we have a good image transfer. And now because it's a clear stamp, we just want to kind of line that up. So I'm trying to get my head over here. I'm sorry if I bump the camera. I can already see that that is not lined up. It's going to be a halo image. But that's alright, because I'm going to color it in with colored pencils anyway. Alright, let's see if it's any better this time around. Alright, so much cleaner transfer. There is a little bit of halo, but again, I'm not going to worry about it because I'm going to color it in with colored pencils and you won't be able to see that. But I just wanted to show you guys how you can do mirror image stamping in case you have a stamp and it goes in one direction and you want it to go into another direction. If you have any questions, post it below. Thanks for watching and keep on stamping. Bye, guys.